Good evening, guys, and happy Thursday to all of your sunshiny faces. So I don't have a haul for you guys today. I sent the list to my dad. He says that he's going to try and go tomorrow, although he says he doesn't have very much, well, I don't know if it's like very much work or like he's gonna planning on being home earlier. I think like whatever he has to do tomorrow shouldn't take him that long. So I think that's kind of what he meant by what he was saying, but he's got a whole bunch of stuff he has to get done tomorrow, and I was like, honestly, I don't know how you're gonna cram in going to those two grocery stores. But he didn't want to go today because they had, for like high school, I guess, kind of cool, they had a thing which was if they had, I think, 30 or 40 kids show up to lifting for 1 week straight. Didn't have to be the same kids, like just so long as they had like over 30 or 40 kids, I can't remember exactly how many it was supposed to be, show up for all like 7 days straight. They ended up getting a wings party. So that was last week that they all had to go, which they did, and so they got a wings party today. So my dad was going to that, and so he wanted to be home early and didn't want to go to the grocery stores. So that's why I don't have a haul for you guys from today, but I told you guys that like Tony's and Caputo's from now on is going to kind of just vary and when I have a haul for you guys, just because of the, you know, like when my dad has time to be able to go. So and then I finished my list for Jewel. Well, for the most part I went over all the coupons and I already figured out like the things they have on sale. There's actually not that much going on at Jewel this week, so and me and my mom are actually gonna go so that my dad has free time on Sunday and we don't have to go to Jewel and we don't have to do the shopping. Instead we're gonna move Aldi to we're gonna move Aldi to Monday before we go to Meijer, which is most likely what the plan is going to be. Or potentially me and my mom might still go to Aldi on Sunday. It just depends, but as far as I think this week goes, I think we're planning on doing it that way. So anywho, that is sort of, like I said, what the plan is as far as the grocery shopping goes. But I do have the list for Jewel already done, and I had the other two lists done for those two stores, and like I said, I already sent it to my dad, so he could have went today, he just didn't. But as far as an update goes for the project, I guess, that we're, you know, working on right now, I believe one of the many things my dad has to do tomorrow is that he's supposed to be getting the windows replaced. So our windows and our back door, which I think we're getting a new sliding glass door, are going to be replaced, and a couple of the windows. I don't think we're doing the ones over here on this side of the house yet, just because we can't move the stuff around and we have things kind of in like awkward places, like because my dad's desk is going to be right in front of my parents' window, and it's like a high, like it has a hutch on top of it. It's going to have to be there for the time being because it has to be moved out of upstairs because we're doing the reno upstairs. So like again too, it's hard to get to the windows like on this side of the house, and like even in my bedroom as well. So I don't think we're doing that all at the same time. We're going to do the ones on that side of the house, and so that's only 3 windows plus the back door, and then there's 3, well, there's 4 windows, I guess. The kitchen is a double window, and then there's one in the bathroom, one in the bedroom, and then like mine is a double window as well, and then there's 1 or 2 in my parents' bedroom that are each like single windows, so it'll be like the same amount kind of on this side as well. So, like I was saying, we're getting the windows though measured, I believe tomorrow. They're coming out to do that. So that's, like I said, another one of the things my dad has to do. So he's going to, you know, have to be here for that. As far as moving the furniture around, which I didn't even really entirely think about this, Jack's bed is going to kind of be in front of, I told you guys, they're not French doors that are currently on the back door. It's like a single French door that, like, you know, a single like swinging door, and then 1 large window instead of like a sliding glass door. So, as I was saying, though, because of that, Jack's bed, with the current situation in my mom's office, just to get him out of upstairs while we do the reno upstairs, he's gonna have to be moved downstairs into my mom's office. However, we can't move any of her stuff around because it's all, you know, screwed into the wall and caulked into the wall, and like there's all kinds of, you know, it's not movable, it's built in. So it's not movable until we disassemble it and then have to move it upstairs. But like I was saying, Jack's bed is gonna have to be moved into my mom's office, and is most likely going to have to go in front of that like window that is not the door part. And so like that part of the door though. So I just realized though too, I was thinking about it, I was like, they're not gonna be able to measure if there's something in front of it. So like I said, that is going to be a little bit of a problem. So we didn't end up getting Jack's bed moved downstairs. And on top of that too, there's also stuff that was in my mom's office that's not yet moved where it was supposed to be, which I kind of figured that like, oh, like that's the easy part. We can get to that stuff during the week this week. But literally Jack went to bed tonight as well, early. Like he ended up coming home from school at like 4:30. He was asleep by like 5:30. Like, and then he was like up for a while, like I think today, and then ended up going back to bed. Like, so I don't know. And he did that a different night too. Like he was like, went to bed like kind of early, and I think he just went to bed and like slept. It was like 7 o'clock he went to bed and then ended up sleeping. But you know what I think it is? Nights when he does stay up late, like some nights he'll stay up until 11 o'clock midnight. Then it always seems like the next night he ends up going to sleep really early. So, like I was saying though, he wasn't any help to like move any of the things around today that we needed to get moved around. And also too, even though he is off school tomorrow to start his spring break, my dad does have work tomorrow, so he couldn't be up very late tonight. But like I said, I was hoping that, you know, okay, if we didn't get Jack's bed moved downstairs tonight, we could maybe again move those, you know, there's like, I think 2 bins or something like that that's in my mom's office that need to be moved into the attic. I was thinking like that kind of stuff will get done. Literally nothing got done for today. So I told you guys like, oh, Tuesday Jack's bed's gonna be downstairs. We might even be able to start ripping out the trim upstairs and maybe some other things. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. My dad's desk is still not downstairs. We have to figure out where we're putting Matthew's bed. Like, I'm actually thinking that most likely this weekend all that should be squared away, and then the week during, while Jack is home for spring break, we can probably do the demo upstairs is what I'm, like I said, really hoping for. And we should be getting the, we're not going to rent a dumpster, but they do sell, which we've used once before, I think when we were redoing our, what's it called, our garage. Well, we rented a dumpster when we redid our garage the first time, like the roof the first time. There's a second time, I don't remember what. I think when we tore out our fence, we rented one of these. It's like a sort of like plastic, and not plastic, but it's sort of like the reusable grocery bag kind of like material. And it looks like a gigantic reusable grocery bag. However, you basically fill it up and you unroll it. It's, you know, probably a little bit smaller than a dumpster, and it doesn't go quite as high. It's only maybe about like 2 feet at most. Like I think when I remember us having it, it was like maybe up to my like knee, so maybe even shorter than that. Maybe it was like, again, maybe, I don't want to say more than a foot, but I don't know, like I said, maybe about 2 feet, something around there. And so you rent it, and well, not rent it, but you buy it. They actually sell them at Menards now, so you can just buy one and then you end up filling it up, whatever you're using it for. Like I said, ours will be for drywall and for you know, all of the carpet and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So that's what we're going to be using it for, and then fill it up. And then they take a crane, I guess, they pick up the bag, like handles, and then they just wheel it out and they take it to wherever they're taking, like I said, the dumpster stuff. So, like I said, instead of actually renting a dumpster, which we have to have a permit for and all that kind of stuff, I believe the last time we didn't have to have a permit for it. And again, too, I think it's a lot cheaper than renting a dumpster, because I think the only thing you have to pay for is like the bag initially, and then you just pay to get it hauled away. Which again, I don't think is that much money. I think, like I said, when my parents were kind of looking at it, the second time that they ended up doing it, that they needed the bag kind of for, when they did it, they, you know, compared it and they were like, it's cheaper than getting a dumpster. So like I said, I think it is, and that's in addition to like the permits. Like I think you have to pay for a permit to have a dumpster. So like I said, it's a bigger process in doing all of that, and you have to have somebody haul it here and then haul it away. All you have to do is just fill it up, and then fill it up in your time too, and not be charged, you know, for like the dumpster for having it. And then I think, like I said, you just get charged for the hauling away fee. So we're gonna put it in our driveway where we had it kind of before, I think when we did it the last time, when we ended up doing the fencing. And so I think that was what it was. We tore the fencing down, and we also tore down our old what's it called, like playground, but my dad saved almost all that wood. Almost all of the wood from our playground is what we ended up reusing for all of our vegetable garden beds. Not the like outside boards, but like all the square like 2x2, like those like thick, like almost like railroad ties, but they weren't railroad ties, like those ones. We used those for the posts in the vegetable garden bed. And so I think my dad might still have some pieces of that left, but that was what we ended up, like, I think all of the pieces that were kind of like garbaged, we ended up putting in, like I said, the bag that we ended up getting hauled away. I think it's called like a bagster or something like that. I think that's the actual name, but that is what we are going to do. But we also have to go to Menards to get that, and also too, I think my mom needs more bins for stuff in her office, so we also have to go to Menards and get that. So that would be something I would have loved to do tomorrow, but like I said, my dad has got this long laundry list of all these things that he has to do tomorrow, so it doesn't sound like that's probably going to happen. So it probably won't be until Saturday that we're going to have to make a trip over to Menards, grab those things, then come back and hopefully move all the furniture around so we can actually start on the demo upstairs. And like I said too, I think with all these things that still kind of need to be moved, like it's just the big furniture things that really need to be moved, and we do have a couple bins that are upstairs. Other than that, I think that all that stuff, you know, like I said, we should hopefully get that taken care of this weekend. So, like I said, I thought Jack would be downstairs by today. He is not. Like I said, that probably won't happen until, you know, hopefully tomorrow, but possibly not sometime at least, you know, over the weekend, along with everything else. But my hope and plan and goal would be to have everything handled so that, again, during Jack's spring break, next week, me and him can handle the demo. And I think that Jack will actually probably have some fun doing it. It's like, you know, me and my dad normally do a lot of the construction stuff, so like I'm used to being around that. Jack normally is like not joining us so much when we do that kind of stuff, like using the power tools and all that kind of thing. But the one thing Jack is really good at that he does like doing is painting. So he was like our painter when we ended up redoing the kitchen for the most part. A lot of the stuff in there he ended up doing, and he was painting like our cabinets and like all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of his, you know, like construction part that he likes to do. But I think that, like I said, the demo parts I know he'll probably have fun with, because I know that, like, you know, again too, me and my dad are doing things and like there's something that you're like, okay, I just have to like break this, or you know, whatever, you know, it's not usable anymore, we have to break something down, or you know, whatever it is, like, you know, that kind of stuff. That's the fun part. I like doing that. And like I said, I think Jack will enjoy it as well. So I'm going to take a shower now and get to bed. I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog, hopefully with some more updates as far as what we're able to get done. But like I said, I just know my dad has got a lot of stuff that he has to do tomorrow. And like I said, I'm not sure how we're going to fit all that in, considering that especially him and Jack have to do a good portion of the moving. I mean, I can help too, and I could help Jack move some of the furniture. But in all honesty, I feel like just him and my dad would probably end up doing it a lot better. I mean, I'm strong, but I don't know if I'm like, you know, moving. I could probably, but see though, like Jack's bed is not that heavy. Taking it apart, like his dresser might be the thing that I'm probably not looking forward to moving down the stairs. Like if it was just moving it like across the house or whatever, I'd probably be okay with it, but like moving stuff down the stairs, I don't want to do that. So like I said, we will see. I'll let you guys know about tomorrow. But if you guys did enjoy today's vlog, make sure you guys give it a gold thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.